Hi everyone, welcome back to Mikey's Creepy Cottage. It is me, Mikey, coming to you with this week's 5 entries to the Terror 20 of October. This week I'm bringing you the 5 entries that I've seen and recommend for on Halloween. There's been a couple of them that I don't recommend, but whatever, we're going with it. The first entry is Jenna Cannell's Faceless After Dark. Starring and written by Jenna Cannell, this movie takes a meta approach where a scream queen was recently in a film about a killer clown, and we kind of see what happens to her mental state after that happens. Sound familiar? Check it out on Pluto, and I believe it's also on Amazon. The next entry is my literature entry. This is The War on Halloween by Robbie Dorman. This book is basically about a family that moves to a small town, and in this small town they do not celebrate Halloween. But this new family does celebrate Halloween to honor their late mother and the traditions they've had. It brings up some tensions, and the family starts to realize why they don't celebrate Halloween with some interesting and terrifying twist. The next entry is Hellboy, the Crooked Man. I was very surprised that this was available on demand. I thought it was going to go to theater, which is kind of a shame. I know Hellboy has a huge fan base. Everybody loves Hellboy. Everybody loves Ron Perlman. Everybody loves Guillermo del Toro. The new one came out. People weren't like super into it. I saw a little bit of it and it was fine. I like the gore. I'm not a Hellboy purist, so maybe that's also why it didn't really bug me that much. But in this new entry of Hellboy, we have a new Hellboy played by, I forgot his name, but he is the hot guy from Claws. And he does fine. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was, if anything, I was disappointed because I would love to see it in the theater. Great scenery, great aesthetic. I love that like old American aesthetic, even though it takes place, I believe, like in the 40s or 30s. So it seems like it's colonial, but really it isn't. I don't know. I also feel like I was dropped into this movie with the expectation that I should know some things about Hellboy, which I really don't. But other than that, it was cool. Crooked Man was creepy. I enjoyed it. I think you should give it a watch. Definitely worth a rental. Unfortunately, it didn't get a theatrical release, but hey, at least we get to see it early. Next is Smile 2. With Smile 2, just like the first one, wasn't expecting much. They kind of advertise these movies like almost like teeny bopper movies, or like a teen flick that's going to be like a fun, like, I don't know if y'all remember like Countdown or Truth or Dare, those like PG-13 type movies, and then you get in the theater and it comes on and then you're reminded, oh, this is a rated R movie and this is nothing of the sort. I love Smile 2. I love the original one also, and I wasn't really sure what they were going to do to like, not one-up it, but just kind of continue the greatness of Smile. And in my opinion, they succeeded. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to ruin it. It just came out, but I really wish they would stop showing too much in the trailer. That's all I'm going to say. And lastly, I'm pretty sure everybody else has already seen it, Terrifier 3.
I want to know what it's like to be in the presence of that kind of evil. What goes through your brain when he's close enough to you. You feel his breath.
I really enjoyed it. This is probably my favorite of the entry. If I had to rank it, maybe 3, 1, 2. The second one definitely stands out for that super disturbing scene, but to me, 3 brought more story. It brought more livelihood to the stories. I thought it was great, and what Damien is doing in the box office is amazing for indie horror. But also watching this movie, it's not just gore. You have to really think about the kills and what they're doing, and the story and the imagery. And there's a lot going on here. But if you don't think about that stuff, it's just kind of like a gory good time. So it works on both ends. That is all I have for this week. That was 5. I almost didn't make it in, but I made it. So this next week is going to be the last entry, and we'll see what I bring to y'all then. I'm keeping an eye out for new stuff, but sometimes things don't come out, or if things do come out, they don't seem great, so I skip it. But we'll see what I bring you to the next one. Bye, everybody. Also, I'm a host on Slasher's podcast, so if you want to hear a full review on Terrifier 3, that'll be coming out on Monday. You can find us at Slasher's podcast wherever podcasts are available, or if you want to wait till YouTube, we release the YouTube on Wednesdays. That's all. Stay spooky.